Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. It's you know who. Okay, this video is a Mexican hot dog sandwich and how to avoid starvation. I don't want any of my followers needlessly starving. That's not happening because God is going to help us out. So you want to learn these ways now and teach them to your kids. So I have a little oil and I boiled, they taste better if you cook them first. I boiled 2 hot dogs that I had in the freezer. I am very careful with my resources, you guys. I freeze everything. So now all I want to do is, and this is going to be a substantial sandwich. And so now I'm just going to fry it in my pan with the oil. I don't know what happened to this. Oh, shoot. Rats. Well, we're just going to have to go with this. Wow, that is a bummer. And so, you know, we're going to go into avoiding starvation. One way, okay, I learned this recently, but most of the stuff I already knew. I knew this guy who was really starving. I tried to get him to go to the food bank. I talked. He wouldn't do it. He was really suffering starvation. He might not have been able to function that well. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't good. So he went to the park and they gave him a sandwich and a fruit or a small salad and a can of Coke. And in time, he came out of it. You know, these people who provide meals and stuff in the park, or, you know, the churches and stuff, no telling what blessings they have coming. So it's so hot, I'm letting myself drink Diet Coke. I mean, you guys, it's like Las Vegas, but it's San Diego prices. That's so unfair. That's totally unfair. Okay, so the guy was really suffering. Once you get in that starvation mode, you don't come right out of it. You want to teach this stuff to your kids in case something ever happened. God forbid. So the first thing we know, because we know someone it happened to, is a sandwich and a fruit or a small salad is going to save you from starvation. So what we want to do is we want to come up with sandwiches that are going to, if all we had was the sandwich that was going to get us through the day. So one thing we could do is we could increase the bulk of your meals and we could add an extra piece of bread. Remember that last sandwich I made? Yes. So you might be thinking, well, what is a Mexican hot dog sandwich? Well, it's anything I say it is. But this will be good, I guarantee. I guarantee you. You will like it. You can tailor it to your own like. So I'm definitely going to need a little cheese. I would suggest stockpiling your freezer full of cheese. Mine's a little frozen still. Okay, that's enough. And another thing is your resources like cheese. Start being very frugal with your cheese and your food. So if you boil your hot dogs before you roast them, they're going to taste so much better. Why? I don't know, you guys. I don't know everything. Damn near, but no. I know what I know, and if you guys have any good comments and will tell us all what you know, then we'll all know what I know, and the comments have been great, you guys. Even look at these are really looking tasty. Even the followers that are just being nice and lovable, that is greatly appreciated. You know, there's lots of bad stuff going on. See how yummy my hot dogs look. So, you know, if you can take a couple little extra minutes and prepare your food. Okay, so now I want to put the cheese on. So I turn the heat off. And then to make my hot dogs kind of more Mexican, but I want to enjoy eating this. I don't want to make some conglomeration. I want a few drops of Tabasco. I keep this stuff. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay. Now, let's move the hot dogs over to the bread. And this will give you a little good fat on your meat. Yummy. It tastes good with that Tabasco on there, you guys. Now, by adding that extra piece of bread, now what I do is I search around and I find my bread half price. So this bread costs me 2 cents per piece, which is not a big deal until you're on your last couple pieces of bread. So just get into the habit of shopping places. So I have a few good olives, any kind of olives. These are tasty olives. It's 11 o'clock at night here and it's still really hot. Well, that's because it's summer. You know, we have to buck it up. That's what we have to do. It's summer. So this is going to taste just fine. Then I have a little lettuce. So in a way, this kind of constitutes a small salad. And I would suggest getting the ones with everything you can in them. And then I almost forgot one of the most important things. Okay, now for salsa, I get this and I grind it in the blender. So this is going to taste really, really good. And you can use this just like tomatoes. All right. So see how this sandwich, you can put anything you want on your hot dogs. If you don't like the Mexican flavor, how about barbecue sauce, like a barbecued hot dog sandwich? This is good, you guys. And believe me, I'm not going to be hungry for a while. Now, let's put it over here. Take a look at this. Now, I have something. Okay, you know the kids. Can we buy Slurpees? No, because Slurpees are expensive these days. So what you have to do is you got to find fruit juice marked down or buy the big ones at Dollar Tree. And then you have to put them in the freezer until they're like a slush. Look, this is a healthy slush. They're expensive at McDonald's. And that is going to taste good with my Mexican. Look at this. Yummy. And I bought the Coke for 99 cents. So this is a sandwich with a little salad. Okay, so now you want to make sandwiches that are not expensive, like peanut butter sandwiches or bologna sandwiches. That's why I stockpile all this bologna. If this wasn't hot dogs, you can fry your bologna, Bologna is really good fried. You don't have to even use cheese. You can use mustard and pickle. Powdered milk, add chocolate. And then you can make like ice cream like the smoothie. And I found chocolate mix. Well, they had it today at Walmart, but after swiping my card 2 times, I said, okay, never mind, and I'll get it tomorrow. But they have big ones marked down for $2. This one was $2.99. You have to add milk to this one, but that one was $2, the big one, and it's add water only. Okay, 1 canned meal and bread or soup and crackers. Now this is disturbing. You know how old people are eating soup all the time? Like, so they won't go hungry? That's a bad thought. Are people hungry? Yes. Bread and potted meat. So what you do is you would put mayonnaise, mustard, potted meat. You could put cheese, and you would make 3 deckers. You could put some tomatoes and some lettuce. Top ramen and Vienna sausages. Now, if you have lime and lemon or hot sauce and salsa, it's going to be so much better. You can also fry your Vienna sausages and have scrambled eggs. Bread and potted meat. Oh, that was a sandwich. Eggs and bread, like a fried egg sandwich, like that fried egg sandwich I made earlier. Eggs and oatmeal. Cheese sandwich, like grilled cheese or just cheese with mayonnaise, mustard, and bread or crackers. Sardines and crackers. That's good. Okay, so now, if you're homeless or if you're poor and you go into a food bank, ask for soup, meals, tuna, peanut butter, if you're trying to stockpile, and just tell them I don't have any propane. Or don't lie, just ask. Lie if you have to. Okay, buy your groceries at grocery outlet and check places that have dented cans, damaged packages, and markdowns for food. Once you start just checking, you're going to find stuff every single day. Try to get food that generates drippings for gravy, like sausage, like bacon, like hamburger. And then if you have powdered milk, you can make gravy. Save all your bones and bits of food, like vegetables. If you go somewhere for a hamburger, ask for extra pickles, lettuce. That's like a small salad. Try to get samples, when appropriate, of butter, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, salsa, lemon, coffee creamer, sugar, syrup, barbecue sauce, horseradish, and buy tea, 100 bags for $1. Try to get a cooler and keep your stuff in the cooler with ice. Buy large soda, juice, and fruit and vegetables, the cans. The large ones, and buy your stuff marked down. Go to places that give generous amounts of food. Don't go to these places that give you just a little when you're starving. Okay, now cornmeal mush. Get your cornmeal, and it's either boiled in water or milk. But what I would do is I would boil it in milk. I would boil in water and put the milk on it like oatmeal. Or if you don't have milk, you can use a pat of butter. And if you got your samples, that is going to help you. But mostly a lot of people cut it in squares and then fry it in oil. Also grits can be eaten with a pat of butter. Or oatmeal, a pat of butter. Macaroni and cheese. Okay, learn how to make your own macaroni and cheese. I've done tons of videos on it. Get those cheeses they give you at the food bank, you know, like Velveeta, when they're on sale, grocery outlet, and you make white gravy, just like a little margarine, a little flour, powder milk, and then add your cheese. And don't go crazy on your cheese. Just add enough cheese to get it cheesy. Make potato soup, corn chowder. And then for cheap meat, sausage, pork, bacon ends, hamburger patties, part soy. Those defrost in 2 minutes. And chicken. Load your freezer full of that. I have a good one from one of the followers. Henzo, thank you. Eggs with pancakes and grape jam. His grandfather would eat that 3 times a week. I would too. Now I want to give you guys my skillet flatbread. Learn this recipe. Write it down. It is good with peanut butter. It's good with like eggs. It's good with anything. Soup. Get this recipe. I found lard today at it was Target, $1.99. That's a good price. I couldn't find it for the longest time. Okay, you guys, here is my Mexican hot dog sandwich. This is good. You got to try this. It could be bologna. And God bless you all.